So guys, yesterday I said I would make a video regarding the dev talk, quote unquote, from yesterday's drop of the multiplayer trailer of Black Ops 7 from Treyarch and Activision. So, their devs talk about this publicly, meaning Matt Scrons, I think that's how you say it. Matt Scrons basically saying, confirming that we do see the requests for search and destroy in the Black Ops 7 beta. That's all I will say for now. Why am I bringing this up? Okay, so everyone talks about skill-based matchmaking and blah, blah, blah. And as for nearly a year now, I have told everyone the devs hear all of this, see all this, and don't want to address it, meaning they're not going to change anything. Now, here's why I'm making it. Here is your prime proof right there. One of the devs actively coming out, saying he's in touch with the community, saying they hear it all. That means they've seen the 1,000,001 tweets saying we want skill-based matchmaking sorted. We want EOMM sorting, all this stuff. They see it. They see every dime of it. Are they going to do anything about it? Not a chance. So, people need to understand how this works. Treyarch themselves aren't going to be able to address it. It's not their fault as such, because it will be Activision who will be making the calls, telling them what they can and can't address. Otherwise, we would have heard something about the skill-based matchmaking for a good few years now. But, as we have seen, Activision are incapable of responding to skill-based matchmaking, apart from the last year or something, where they said they turned it off, which was a lie. So, yeah. In reality, it's not the dev's fault, as I said. They get told, yes, you can do this, no, you can't do this. That's what my theory is anyway. Because otherwise, surely they would address the fact that, oh, well, we want to change skill-based matchmaking. But because they can't even address it, I'm assuming it is down to Activision saying, look, you can't say anything about this. Because once you encourage the conversation, then we don't have, deniability, anything to go back on, whatever. So that's where I just wanted to make this video to make the point, basically. And I know a lot of you already know this, and thank God people have woken up and spoken about this and, sort of said that COD still looks ass, whatever. Yeah, it's important to know that, because people are still asking, God, it's like they never see the tweets. They never are going to understand that everyone wants rid of skill-based matchmaking. Dude, they know this. Trust me on this. Like, they know this, and they've known this for years. Same with the disbanding lobbies. How come he didn't say, oh, we've seen the disbanding lobbies tweet? Whatever. They don't address things like that. They physically won't do it. And it's not technically their fault. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if all of their devs have to sign an NDA or something, or it's all just like, you can't say anything. And that's where it is right now. Given what we saw yesterday, there is evidence and proof that they are listening to the community, like I said. I mean, that tweet alone, talking about the search and destroy stuff, the way the game is looking, and the things they've actively gone and changed, yeah, great. But it's like, imagine you get 12 eggs, and you change out 3 that are broken, and you get 3 new ones. Okay, yeah, sure, you get 3 new eggs. What about the other, like, bloody 9 eggs that are broken? They ain't changing them. They ain't changing the fact that the majority of the game still has issues, whatever, and they can't address half of them issues anyway. So yeah, it's just pointless at this point. People arguing that they don't see it. Trust me, they see it all the time. They see every single bit of criticism they get. From the no anti-cheat, go back to console stuff, to the skill-based damage, to the EOMM, to all the other, the skill-based damage system, all the stuff we've complained about for the last 12 months. I promise you now, they have seen every single part of that, probably had internal discussions about that, and said, nah, we ain't going to address this, because once we do, we're encouraging people to try and, uproar about it, which then we have to make the change. As they have done in the last year alone, going into Black Ops 7, because of how poor Black Ops 6 was, people, having an uproar, an uprising, whatever you want to call it, and boycotting the game to a degree, that, they had to make a change. So the second they don't address that, yeah, they don't have to do anything. So, yeah, just wanted to clear that up, because people seem to forget that, how clever Activision have been with everything they've done. But that is my honest reason, my truth, that I think is the reason why they won't do it. Just proving again that they hear everything and don't want to change stuff, don't want to actively listen to the community properly. They'll do a little bit of PR here and there where they'll fix a few things, but they're never going to go back and change the skill-based matchmaking now, because once they do, they know. I mean, we already know this. We know that, you know, they hear us, but we all think they're pieces of shit anyway. We all think they're sack of shits for what they do. So they're thinking, oh, well, the second we admit that, you know, we need to change it, blah, 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 X, Y, Z, then people can out us, even though we're already outing them. But that's sort of like how they're thinking, I guarantee. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I mean, we all knew it was a reality, but I just wanted to make the video on it and let you guys have that information. But yeah, don't forget to drop a like, the sub if you're new. As always, it helps out a ton. Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will catch you in the next one.